Chosen one. During the season where you were noticing fallouts that were unaccounted for, that were irregularly handled by the people close to you, you were always given a choice. This choice was to let them continue doing these malicious activities around you, therefore severing the ties. You could have been a sibling or closer in a familial related way. Like you could have been a niece, a nephew, a daughter, a son, a grandson, a granddaughter, things like this. But the role you played was quickly severed simply because the people you were playing that role for revealed a character about them that couldn't match with your ascension. A lot of you woke up before you cut ties with your family. Yes. You knew things were always amiss. You always felt betrayed. You always felt drained in that household, but you never really knew why. You never really had what we call discernment. You were probably still judging things. There was no tonalities like this in your life. There were no labels to introduce you to energy harvesting, destiny swaps, all these little fiascos that are happening within the spirit world. You were not used to them, but you could always sense discomfort around certain people in your family. And then one day you wake up, it hits you. Maybe you get into something dangerous. Somebody tries to harm you with a weapon that could easily take your life. Something drastic happens to make your heart race, or you have a panic attack along your journey. Something does happen to trigger your hyper awareness to be there, to be online, where you start observing people, because now that trauma you just went through, it came from probably some place or someone that you trusted. You trusted your neighborhood, but you got robbed in your neighborhood. Now you can't trust your neighborhood. You trusted your friend, but now your friend betrayed you in some way, and they did it deliberately. You can't just trust people easily. So then with your pain, Leparalak, you go back home. And then you go back home and you watch this family of yours. You are there connected with your family. And then one of them says something stupid, something that lets you know that they never saw you as family. In fact, they are using the title to abuse their role in your life. You sense this. Maybe one of your siblings or your family members steals something. You catch them stealing it, and you try to reprimand them in a way that it gets solved, like it's known that they are a thief. And then your family sides with the person who stole from you. Yes, oftentimes that's the case. It dumbstrucks you, like it hits you like, are you guys dumb? I just caught this person stealing from me. This is the proof. But then your family would twist the narrative like, you never share anyway. What were they supposed to do? Meaning they will allow somebody to steal from you in your own household. And then once you see the one-sided nature, you realize it's not only coming from this argument and this debate about thievery in the house, but it also goes elsewhere. Like your brain starts showing you places where the betrayal you felt with injustice is not only now, it's been happening throughout your life with your family. You start realizing that, hey, you would come from wherever you come from your friend's house, and you have something new. Maybe you have a little snack that you and your friends bought, then you come finishing it in the household. Now everybody is complaining that you don't buy snacks for everybody. You just come and eat it yourself. So then you develop a habit of eating your snacks away from the family because you always have enough money for you. It's never for a group. But your family wants to treat you like you are selfish, even if you didn't buy it. Sometimes you have friends or you visit people who spoil you with things, and whenever you bring these gifts home, they treat you like you are selfish. Like, why are you harvesting all this grace for yourself? Share it with us. You buy yourself new something, they want you to share it with the rest of them. Like you can no longer do everything for yourself. And when they do things for themselves and you complain that they should share with you, they teach you other lessons too. Like the gaslighting is always in your fucking face. It's there in your face. You end up developing a personality of being a people pleaser and over explaining because you're always gaslit, Lepar. And then you wake up, and then finally it hits you that your family has always been like this. Not just your friends, the outside world outside of your family. Those are people you try to engage with. You don't know them fully. You only know your family, but you also don't know your family fully. So you see that, you know what, you will never know people. It's best to know yourself if you will never know people. Because by knowing yourself, you can see things that do not belong to the true you that you are being. You understand the paralog? And so you wake up in that family and you see things for what they are. that everybody in this family actually has a narrative about you that you don't know about. You don't see that they plan to use you and manipulate you. You don't see that they always cut corners with chores using your own resources. Yes, you will eat too much, or yes, you will sleep too much, but you'll be working too much for their benefit. But you won't see this until it's time for you to be fed up. Once you are fed up with your solar plexus being used against you, once you are fed up with that thing, you'll see where this fed up nature actually came about. You'll see that, okay, this sibling is always blaming you for their own issues. You get tired of it. This parent is always giving you responsibilities of an adult in places where they should be handling it. You see, you no longer see it as you being the helper. You see it as you being a giver that's exploited. And then you ask yourself, maybe it's my fault. I don't let the family know. I don't speak up. And then you finally speak up and you let them know that you're exhausted. The day you let them know that you are tired of this is the day they gaslight you again, making you feel guilty. That you are lazy, you are a procrastinator, you are selfish, you don't want to help the family. Like this, it's always around them. Whenever you have power for yourself, they always tell you in your face that no, having power is not good in the house. But they never share their power. Have you noticed? Now that awakening shapes your life, Lebar. It is an awakening where your own spirit will ask you, are you ready to cut ties with these people? Because you can see it'll never change. Your father will always treat you like you're nothing. Your family members have this thing of putting you under that hierarchy, that role. Even if maybe you've achieved more than them, even if you've gained more experience than them, even though your wisdom is better than them, sometimes you are the only one who can do something better than them in the house, in whatever area there is. That betterness of yours will never be respected, and God will use discernment of allocating memories of where this habit was found, and then using your own discernment, like you cut people off outside of your family who do this, but now it's your own family doing this. That patience you lack giving out to strangers, where is it now in the family when they do the same? Because you can't lie to yourself. You understand? Your own relatives are treating you like you are a stranger, like you are nothing, and they're exploiting you. They're humiliating you every chance they get. Every form of power you have, that family member has to make sure that you lose it. This is why that family member starts using all their money to do voodoo spells on you, especially if you try leveling up. If you try to claim your own power, that family member does stupid things to you. They all do it. Eventually, they start making you get into trouble on purpose, and they bring an audience. You know those people who plot and plan sabotage for you, so that when it happens, at the time they know it happens, they bring an audience to view the whole calamity, and you become the representation of that calamity. Everybody come and see, this person is doing this on purpose. I told you this person is useless. When our lapis, you are tiring. Like there'll be this narratives of people raising their voice when they are disciplining you. That's why in households, you will hear that the narcissist, when they discipline, they care about validation. That when they discipline the person they are humiliating, they raise their voice. The whole neighborhood hears them. You understand the paralag? A narcissist wants validation from the people outside. That's why when they gaslight you, they bring an audience. When you tell them, hey, you stole from me, they call everybody, hey, come in here. My sister, my brother says I stole from them. How dare they think I do this? I have so many beautiful things for me. Why would I steal from you? Like they need an audience to validate that you did catch them. I mean, to invalidate that you did catch them. You understand? That's how a narcissist moves. Now, you don't have to move like that. You don't want to live a life where you constantly cover up lies, where you constantly sidetrack the truth. You are living in a world where you catch it for what it is. And God says, sever ties, cut them, Lebar. Take those emotional ties away. And you'll see, the more you cut ties with family members who betray you, friends, the neighborhood, your power grows, because those things are draining you, Lebar. Family is the things that connect emotionally. If you don't connect emotionally, you're not family, Lebar, because you can't fix your problems. You can't do much. So what do? You gotta go, Leparalak. You gotta cut ties with these things, with these people. You're not rude, you're just healthy now. You're realizing everything that takes away from you is not good for you, Lepara. It's not good for you. You're losing. That's why that bully you must expose. That's why that family member who's toxic you must expose. You must cut ties Once you cut ties, you'll see that there's no reason for debates and drama. You can walk away because you're happy you've cut ties, Lepar. Loyala.